webinar is now being recorded. All of your questions will be answered by the end of this webinar session. So again, what is the promo tool on your Seller Center? Well, basically it enables you to join the sales events or any promotions that we will be holding for Lazada. And you can actively choose the promotion campaign to join and then select the products that you want to remove or maybe apply for that particular campaign. Each campaign has a set criteria and a registration period that you need to beat before you can apply your products. The topics that we're going to be discussing for today would be your Seller Center campaign tool, followed by the product selection criteria, and then last is your tips on preparing for the said campaign. Ready to join us? What's next? All you need to do is to make use of our Seller Center promotion tool, which was created to ensure the ease of participation from our sellers. In just 3 simple steps, you should be able to add your products to our promotion. And we will go through the next steps with you in the succeeding slides, and you will see how easy it is. Then we will also share a few tips and pointers on the following. First, minimizing your risk of product rejection, what to do if your product gets rejected, and then preparing for a surge in your orders and traffic. So how will you be able to register for our campaign? Here on your screen, you'll be able to see a workflow in which you'll be able to join our campaigns using the promo tool. So the first step would be to register, in which you need to see the registration period of that campaign that you want to join. And for that campaign, you need to sign into your Seller Center and then select the campaign. Afterwards, view the program details and then add your deals. You can add one by one or in bulk. After registration comes updating or editing your information. This will happen within the registration period too. This is where you'll be able to change your promotion price or maybe remove your registered product if you change your mind. And then last is where we will be checking the deals. And this will happen during the start of the campaign, where products are approved or rejected, and then products are sold at promotional prices. So how will you be able to register for our campaigns? So on your Seller Center, you will be able to see the promotions dashboard. On the top of that promotions dashboard is the countdown to the end of the registration period. After the registration period expires, you won't be able to apply your products. If you have made up your mind, you can click on the Join button. Alternatively, we also have the Promotions tab on the top of your Seller Center, which you can use in order to apply for your campaigns. Next, click on your Select Products for your promotions or add new products to that campaign. So as I've stated before, each campaign has a set criteria. For example, in this super seller sale, the campaign criteria should be cameras that are being sold for this promotion should be at least 5% in terms of discount. Okay? If you cannot meet that set criteria, then we're afraid that we have no choice but to reject your products. Please read and understand the terms and conditions when joining the program. If you have made up your mind and agreed, click the choose to add a product for that campaign. Next, select the products that you want to include in the promotion and add a promo price. Once you're done, click on Add to Promotion. So here's a simple tip, guys. Before you add your products for our campaigns, you need to make sure that your product information is updated. Okay? The product information of your SKUs cannot be edited once you have applied them for our campaigns. And so it is best that you change your images, your product highlights, or maybe your product description, as well as your stocks, if you have any, for in preparation for that said campaign. Once you have made up your mind, decide on your final price. Make it reasonable, make it attractive, and make sure that you're not inflating your prices and then afterwards provide a huge discount to your products. Okay? A huge price discount doesn't necessarily mean that it should show more interest to your item or will yield more interest to your product, usually more competitive prices are more attractive for our customers. Next, check the status of your added products and make updates on your prices anytime. Unlike your product information, your prices can be edited whenever you want to. Okay, so we have three statuses of your product once you have applied them. First is the pending, which means that we haven't checked the deal yet and we're yet to approve or reject the said product. Approved means that the product was able to meet the criteria that we have set and they'll be included in our campaign. Rejected means that they won't be included in the campaign, but you can re-upload them once you have meet our criteria. Don't worry if you change your mind. You can remove the registered product if they are still in the registration period. If you want to remove the product from the programs, simply click Actions and then Remove. On the campaign day, you will be able to determine if your product is approved or rejected by Lazada. In order to see that in the campaign day, choose My Promotion and then click on Active to see the products that are in the campaign and that are running. For the rejected products, if they are still included in the campaign and if you can still edit the prices, then please do so that you'll be able to re-upload them and maybe let them catch up on that particular campaign. And that's it. That's how you use the promo tool. Next, we're going to be discussing the tips on how to make the most out of your campaign. This will help you prepare for the many sales that will be held this year. But if you have any questions on how to use the promo tool, please let me know by typing them on the chat box. Guys, do you have any questions? Annalisa Divino asks, if we join in the campaign, do we have additional payment for that or is it free? Well, right now we have an updated policy. I don't know if you were able to join the webinar for that. One of the criteria that we have set for all sellers is that you should have a seller rating of above 70% in order to join our campaigns. If your seller rating is less than 30%, then I'm afraid that you won't be able to join our campaigns. The registration for our campaigns are absolutely free. Okay, you just need to change your prices and then afterwards we're going to check them, and if they meet the criteria, then we'll be approving them. Okay, Annalisa? How about the other attendees? Do you have any questions? None so far for Christina. How about the others? Okay, so now let's go to your tips. For the price, your price is the key for product exposure. As a merchant, you should offer attractive discounts. The higher, the better. Okay, because our customers want to look for the best deals in our platform, and as you know, we have thousands of products on the Lazada website right now. One way of standing out from the crowd is to make sure that your price is reasonable and that it's attractive. We have an introduction to competitive pricing, which you can find on the Lazada University page. It's going to teach you how to properly price your product so that you'll be able to make a profit out of your items without overinflating them. Renan Capellan asked, is there a next seminar in BGC? Do you mean the workshops that we we held last January? Yes, we're going to be holding the other workshops in the succeeding months, but for this month, we have yet to decide if we're going to be holding a workshop. Okay, Renan, please stay tuned to your Seller Center announcements as well as to your Facebook announcements. Okay, so let's get back to the topic at hand. For your stock levels, ensure that you have sufficient amount of ready stock available. This is very important for your best-selling products. Usually during campaign periods, sellers are expected to sell 5 times more than their daily sales. And thus, you should not practice overstocking. Instead of doing that, practice buffer stocking. So what do we mean by buffer stocking? Let's say you have 30 products on hand, indicate 25 items on the seller center so that you'll have 5 extra stocks whenever your product on the platform goes out of stock, so that you'll be able to replenish whenever you want to. Okay? Next, historical product performance. Take note of your product's historical performance. Add your best sellers so that it gets featured on the campaign, and then consider higher discounts for your slow-moving goods. You should always keep an eye out for your analytics portal. The analytics portal enables you to see your best-selling products as well as your slow-moving goods, and it even gives you a detailed report about your conversion rate and your traffic. If you want to do market research, you can also do that. But your analytics portal is the best tool that you can have right now in order to plan your business ahead. Aside from that, if you have any slow-moving goods or dead stocks, it would be a nice time to move them, or maybe add a higher discount for them, or maybe include freebies so that you'll be able to replenish or refresh your stocks. Next, product information. Be descriptive and include as much information as you can regarding your products. Upload at least 3 to 4 clear photos of your item. So this is something that I always advise to sellers whenever they create their products on the Seller Center. Your images will make or break a deal. Unlike a physical store, we cannot let our customers experience the products firsthand. The only time that they'll be able to touch, feel, or maybe see the product is after they make an order. And after that, they have to wait like 2 or 3 days before they receive the parcel. And thus, your images will be the deal breaker or deal maker. Okay? So guys, any questions so far? Do you have any questions, guys? We have 13 attendees for today, and I'm not seeing any questions. None for Christina. How about the other attendees? Min Kwan? Annalisa? Okay, none for Annalisa. Shelly, do you have any questions? Alden? None? Okay, so let's continue. As I've stated before, sales volume are expected to increase 5 times during the promotion period. So for now, we're going to be discussing the tips that you can do or execute in order to prepare better for the campaigns. First, for inventory management. Ensure that you have sufficient stock ready, ordered, and inbounded on time. Keep the stocks and pricing information updated on your seller center. For your popular products or best-selling items, sufficient stock is a must for campaign participation. You should also ensure products are in good or sellable condition. For the workforce availability, ensure that you have sufficient manpower to manage and process orders on time. Hire temporary staff if needed. Consider leave, shrinkage, and public holidays, and then arrange weekend shift if possible. Also, it would be a good plan or idea to look out for the holidays ahead, because usually when there's a holiday or a big payday sale, Lazada will be joining in and will be pitching some flash sales. So if you can keep an eye out for any special occasions during the year, that would be great. Aside from that, there are some sales that are being held on the weekend. If you have people who can work for you during Saturdays and Sundays, that would also help on your operations. For your packaging materials, have plenty of bubble wrap, shrink wrap, boxes, and other appropriate packaging materials available. I also urge you guys to attend the packaging webinar that we're holding every Thursday. Okay, we're going to teach you how to properly prepare your products under different categories, the different methods on how to package them. And we're also going to notify you about the repercussions for not properly packaging your items. There's a lot to learn, a lot to gain, and nothing to lose. So please attend the webinar on Thursday. You can also get your pouches on this link, and then by using this password. Aside from that, please consider pre-packing your best-selling items to maximize efficiency. For IT and infrastructure, make sure that your personal computers are operational and internet connectivity is stable. Ensure that you have sufficient printing and barcode scanning capacity, and then keep backup ink cartridges for your printers. So guys, the floor is now open for your questions if you have any. I'll be happy to assist you if I can help you. But for more webinars and training courses like this one, please visit Lazada University. Also, please check out our frequently asked question pages on popular topics and then join the ever-growing Lazada Seller online community, which is Facebook at Lazada PH Seller Community. So any questions, guys, regarding the promo tool and how to use it, or maybe tips on how to increase your sales, or do you want me to point you to the webinar or the webinar courses that we have on Lazada University? Okay, until kailan na lang ang webinar ni Lazada? Well, the webinar is here to stay. It's just that in the future, and that's why we're urging everyone to attend the webinar while it's still free. In the future, we're going to be doing paid webinars. Okay, these are specialized courses which will be held by people who are expert in their fields. But as of now, we are holding free webinars in which you can join anytime you want to. Stephanie Lagandaon asks, I have a question. What's your question, Stephanie? In our shop, we carry a lot of SKUs and we'd like to refresh them all. Is there a way to easily see the data in bulk? What do you mean by refresh? Do you mean restocking? Because there is a way to mass update your stocks and to check your stocks. Annalisa Divino, sir, we have an upcoming campaign for Chinese New Year, but it's a long weekend. So we don't have to work during those days. So if we join the campaign, no one will process the orders if ever. Well, for those occasions, you can set your seller center into holiday mode, and then the product orders will be counted on the Monday, which means that your seller rating won't be affected, and so you can best prepare for the sale ahead. However, I strongly urge you guys that if you can hire people, even temporary staff, that will be great. Stephanie Lagandaon says, because you mentioned the analytics portal to see the best-selling products. Ah, okay, you want to see the analytics portal. Okay, so in order to access it, first go to your seller center. I hope you can follow up with my screen, or you can keep up with my screen. Okay, so we're having internet problems as of late. I just fixed that. Annalisa, oh, so it means that we can still join for that campaign? Well, it depends. Is it still being displayed on the seller center? If not, if the registration period has ended, then I'm afraid you cannot join anymore. It seems that you cannot join the campaign. Let me just double check using the promo tool tab. Okay. Guys, if you can view the all of the promotions on your promo tab by clicking on this drop-down list, then please do so. I cannot check it on my end because of the admin access, but as a seller access, you have all of the ability or the access to view the promotions that we're going to be holding. Okay, so I'm going to get back to what Stephanie was asking regarding the analytics portal. Just click Analytics, Stephanie, and then afterwards click Analytics Portal. As I've stated before, this will give you a detailed report about your business, your conversion, your traffic, how much you earn for this particular month. The only catch is that we're going to be storing the data for only a month. Okay, so you'll be able to see this, the February data on the month for February. The reason for that is because we have thousands of sellers who are selling on Lazada, and in order to make sure that our systems will be updated or will not experience any lags, we have to purge the system from time to time. Erica May Abelio, this is recorded, right? Can I view this again? Yes, I'm gonna send you an email with the recorded file. Annalisa, can I have a copy of the video, please? Sure. Stephanie, can you view my screen right now? I'm on the analytics portal. If this is your first time generating your analytics report, then it's gonna take around 5 to 15 minutes before you can view your data. All right, Magdalena, will do. Stephanie, are you still there? Okay. Aside from these detailed report, you'll also be able to see your best-selling SKUs as well as your slow-moving goods, which is perfect if you're a new seller who wants to plan your business ahead and if you want to figure out what works and what doesn't. So just click top-selling SKUs here, your top-performing brands, uncompetitive SKUs, and soon to be out of stock SKUs. So take advantage of your analytics portal whenever you can. Would that be enough? Would that be enough, Stephanie? Stephanie Lagandaon, is it advisable to delete non-performing SKUs? Well, no. Actually, we are not advising for you guys to delete your not performing SKUs or your slow moving goods. Here's the deal. Regarding your slow moving goods, if ever you deleted them, you can restore them anytime. So there is no point in deleting your SKUs. Instead of doing that, we strongly urge you guys to turn them into inactive status. Or maybe just leave them as it is, because who knows if people are going to buy them eventually. Stephanie Lagandaon, how is an SKU be uncompetitively priced? Well, maybe you've set your retail price too low or too high. There are also some instances wherein you're not making any profit because you weren't able to take into account your shipping fee, your pioneer fee, and your other fees with Lazada. Okay, there's a computation for that. If you want to learn more, I'm going to go to Lazada University, where you'll be able to find Introduction to Competitive Pricing. Okay, I strongly recommend that you download this and you read this before you start pricing your items. Any more questions before we end today's session? Thanks for the very informative topic. Anytime, Annalisa. Don't forget to attend the other webinars that we are holding next week. Also, guys, please answer the survey after leaving the webinar. Okay, it's the only requirement that we're asking from our merchants because we want to evaluate how much you understood today's session. You're new in Lazada, Erica. Well, welcome. Okay, guys, the exam is mandatory. Do you mean the evaluation? Yes, it's the only thing that we are requiring from our merchants. Erica May Abello, can I ask how much is the commission of Lazada? As far as I know, it's 10% withholding tax on shipping plus 2% withholding tax on commission. So that's roughly around 12%. Oh, you mean the examination? I'm not going to be holding any examination by the end of this webinar. So you can rest assured, you can just rest easy and enjoy the weekend. How much is the transport fee? Well, it depends on the location of the customer. Do you mean the shipping fee? And usually the one who shoulders the shipping fee initially are the merchants, and then afterwards it will be deducted from the customer. Stephanie Lagandown, hi, is there a feature to bulk edit items that are already uploaded in Lazada? Well, yes, you can learn all about that through how to mass update your products document here on Lazada University. Stephanie, I'm going to be posting the link for the PDF of how to mass update your products. All right, everyone. So are we good for today? Do you have any more questions? No more questions for today? Last call? All right, guys. So thank you for attending today's webinar, and please join the other webinars that we're going to be holding for next week. Have a happy weekend and happy selling. Bye, guys.